Good morning, Next Gen. This is Shelly, and I am here with your weekly tip. Last week, we talked about what to include in your All-Star packet. Today, we're going to talk about the top 3 things you need to do to be sure that you're setting your program up for financial success. Every year, we get to the end of the season, and we have programs that have ran out of money and can't pay for that last competition or those last events you have. How do I know this? Because I've been there. Years ago, I made this mistake. I budgeted wrong and got to the end of the season without enough money. From there, I've worked really hard to ensure that that would never happen again. And today, I want to help you make sure that it won't happen to you. Number 1, make sure that you are including markup in everything you do. So anything you charge within your All-Star fees needs to have markup, whether that's our uniforms, our practice wear, or our comp fees. We need to ensure that we are marking those up. In my program, we mark up 15% minimum on all items. This ensures that we have the money to be able to pay the people that are doing the work to order uniforms. So if we think about uniforms alone, we have to size for them, we have to collect payment, we have to process the order, get it out, and then we have to receive the order, probably send emails to find out where our order's at. And then once it gets to us, make sure those get out properly to the right people. This is a lot of time and energy that's spent on these. We need to make sure that we've budgeted in the money to be able to pay the person that's doing that work, and then also still have the gym get a little bit of cut of that. Make sure you remember that when you are collecting uniform fees, comp fees, and those kind of things, you're also getting hit with a credit card charge, right? Because most of our parents use a card to pay that. So you're paying some type of fee on top of, with that money that they're giving you. So we want to make sure that we have marked things up so we are calculating in for those expenses that we're not thinking about. Tip number 2, make sure that you are including a coach's fee on your line items for your All-Star fees. Okay, this is something that I think often programs miss. You are paying your coaches in lots of ways. Not only are you paying their hourly rates or whatnot, but when we travel to competitions, you have to pay for their hotels, their food or a per diem, their travel expenses, whether that's driving, flying, whatever it is. You need to make sure that you've calculated what's that's going to cost you for a season and divided that out, and we're charging those fees with markup to all of the parents within our gym. Okay, this is ensuring that you're not losing money on this spot that people often forget about. Number 3, make sure that you have double checked your numbers over and over and over. Okay, as I said in the beginning, we made the mistake of not having enough money one season, and this was due to a budgeting calculation error in our All-Star packet at the beginning of the season. When we transcribed our numbers from one thing to the other, we were off in the number we put into our packet, and all of our families ended up paying almost $100 and some less than they should have for the season, which ended up costing us greatly. Make sure that you have double checked your numbers over and over and over. If you put those in an Excel sheet, check your calculations, make sure that you know that they are right and every column is right. Make sure that when you take those out of your Excel sheet and into your All-Star packet, they've been copied and over correctly into those numbers. Make sure you check them. I have my office manager check them, and I have my husband check them to ensure that a new set of eyes is making sure that it's all been done correctly.